then?
If you learn on Macintosh, then yeah, well, you know, it's hard for me.
Yeah, I've got to become fluent in both languages, so they're a lot closer than they used to be.
Really?
Okay, it is 5:00 p.m. on Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. I'm going to call this regular town board meeting to order. And I will take a roll. Mike Anderson.
Here?
Amy Baxter.
Here.
Susan Brennan.
Here via Zoom.
Thank you, Susan. And John Carlson.
Here.
And Glenn Carlson here. So we have a quorum. Is there any public comment? Don't see any. So moving on, administrative reports, the town administrator's report. Does anyone have any questions or comments on Michael's report?
Not that's not on the agenda.
I actually had a couple of things. One was, Michael, so is this change to the life insurance for employees, is this going to be taking place effective January 1st? I don't know if it was in your report or not, but
The change in life insurance won't take place for 120 days after we notify
oh, okay. Okay, and that's going to be part of the
budget. That's part of the budget.
Okay, that was really it. Any other questions from Michael? Is there unanimous consent to put his report on?
I couldn't hear the date that was gonna start.
120 days from notice.
Okay.
I got one question. The security system for the ESP bill, did we find out what the yearly fee would be for that?
I'm sorry, security system.
That, or whatever this, Metsa?
Oh, the medicine.
That's the smart building.
Yeah,
I don't know that offhand.
Okay.
I'll ask. Thanks for bringing that up. I imagine there is one.
yeah, well, I'm just thinking if, you know, if we
Alright,
haven't been
sure.
using it, should we even start it up? And my next question was the people that came to look at the property for the affordable housing, that's the property across this, right over there?
Just near Rice Street, between Rice Street and Capture Trail.
Did we find out, is there covenants on that that says?
There are no covenants on it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Did we find out about the easements issue? If we can go in.
No, I mean, last time we talked to those property owners, they weren't interested in quote unquote selling, but there may be other issues. There are other options we can explore with them if that's the parcel that gets advanced. I mean, once we have more details, we might not need the whole parcel, or we might not need to pursue that. To pursue an easement or land swap or some other option that might be more attractive.
Did you or they walk the property at all?
A little bit, no one really went deeply into it.
Okay,
They didn't have a lot of time to.
okay.
We went to 5 or 6 properties and.
Where weren't you do?
Pardon?
Where weren't you?
Well, this was before, it was postseason, but, yeah.
Okay, any other questions for Michael on his report? Okay, is there any unanimous consent to place it on file?
Yep.
Okay, next item 3, Public Works, Murph. Contract with Gary Geeksma for removal of refrigerant from cars and appliances that have refrigerant in them.
Everything's in order.
It looks like.
Signed off by the town attorney.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract between the town and Gary Gleason for the refrigerant removal.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item, committee minutes. So I have minutes from the Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee, the Energy Committee, Public Arts Committee, a couple sets, looks like from the library, and then 3 sets from, 2 or 3 sets from the Harbor Commission. Does anyone have any questions on committee minutes? Okay, if not, they're unanimous consent to place those on file.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Town Hall Administration Budget Summary Report. Is there a motion to accept the report?
I will make a motion to accept the budget summary report dated 11/5/2022.
Second.
One second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next item is the 2023 budget tax levy meeting on December 5th, 2022. Michael, did you have anything in particular you wanted to say on that?
No, just what I put in my report, we were working on the budget book, which gets distributed explaining everything to the electors. If there are other topics you want, or specific topics you want to make sure we cover, please let me know. We should have that done early next week.
So that has that been posted yet?
Yes.
That meeting has
The
been
public
posted.
hearing, there's the public hearing at 5, and then following is the special town meeting. Both of those are posted, and then usually we have a special town board meeting following that, but I have not posted that yet, because that just has the regular
That's
24-hour posting.
Requirement, I got it. And as part of the special town meeting, we are going to have that discussion on the law enforcement. And just so everyone, I think everyone up here, sitting here at the table knows, but maybe there are people watching who missed our last meeting where we talked about the fact that the Department of Revenue reversed themselves on the tax levy issue with respect to the county and the town. And our options for the town and for the levy vote are really limited in terms of really giving you just two options of either approving what we recommend or approving the state levy limit. We can't add something in to say, well, would you go for adding something for the police, restoring them back to full coverage. So right now, the budget does not have, it has basically 3/4 time coverage by our local police. It does not have coverage for a quarter, and that quarter would be covered by the county sheriff starting January 1st. But we will have an opportunity, even though we won't have an opportunity to talk about going to full 100% local coverage as part of the levy, the town board still would have the authority to borrow the money from its resources, from its bank, to cover that cost for next year. So we're going to have a discussion at the town meeting following the approval of the levy to talk about whether the townspeople want us to borrow money to fund 24/7, 365 local police coverage on the island. So it's I would say, a more important than usual town levy meeting to attend if you have a feeling on the police coverage on the island. Again, it'll be an advisory, maybe show of hands, but not a formal vote. The town board has the authority on its own to borrow. It just wants to get a sense of what the electors would like to see. So with that,
The electors who showed up at the meeting.
the electors who show up at the meeting, and that's important because we've had, during the COVID, people could participate remotely who were electors and still vote. Now, and so we will have a formal vote on the levy, and then we'll have an informal show of hands or something on the police coverage. So